wonderful shiny gems, how's it going? I hope you're all doing well today. Really quickly, if you're next to a Twitter notification device and you have my Twitter, there's my Twitter. Go ahead and retweet the newest tweet if you would. That way we can get some more beautiful shiny gems in here. And my cat doesn't see me. There we go. Do that better. There we go. Alright. And then if you need the Discords, here's the Discords. And of course, we are on the YouTubes if you need the YouTubes. Alright, announcements. Yes, we're streaming today. Oh yes. Yes. We're streaming. And we're gonna be streaming Path of Exiles. As a reminder, this is a full playthrough, kind of think of it. I wonder if Twitch actually the game and everything like it was supposed to. It might be a weird title with with the game. Yep, it's a weird title with the game. So let's go bash title. Did I do something? Nope. Exclamation title. Okay, let's go to my dashboard and change the title real quick. Okay, guys? Let's do that. Because the title didn't get... Okay, but we are playing Act 3 in full playthrough of POE on Honor Slayer. It's gonna be Honor Slayer, obviously. Okay. That is done. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that fixed everything. That was just kind of a weird one, huh? That would have been a very weird title while you're playing Path of Exile that has the Stardew Valley one on there. That would just be weird. Very weird. So, we're not gonna do that. Announcements. Announcements do I have? I don't really have any announcements, so we should just get in and get going. We're gonna switch over here and log in to our Slayer. Moon has claws, because Moon always has to have claws. I hope you're all doing well this morning. I went for my walk and had a nice day. Alright, so yes, we just hit Act 3, and we're gonna do some listening. So I'm gonna be muted. So tell me to unmute me when we're done. Okay. Who do I want to start? Let's start with Amora. Armor.
Matamor Patur thanks you, Exile, for returning our Clarissa to us. She is the gentle heart of this place, a spirit still capable of love in this wasteland of hatred. Yet that gentle heart remains in jeopardy. Tolman isn't deserving of Clarissa, but she'll not smile until he's by her side. Dominus and his Ebony Legion arrived some time ago. Now the blackguards scour Sarn like hungry maggots on a carcass. What are they looking for? Only that which is best left unfound. Goodbye.
Now you're a familiar face. A face that cost me a good deal of coin back in the arenas of Theopolis. Took you for a privileged pretty boy with a death wish. Bet all that against you. Turns out you're as dandy with the blade as you were with your wardrobe. Well, at least you've brought Clarissa back to us. I'll take that as half payment for what I figure you owe me. Problem is, one dyed lover isn't much good to anyone. Like gloves, they tend to be more useful than pairs. The missing glove in this case is a young fella named Tolman. Fetch Tolman back for us, and you and I can happily call it quits. The slums are east of here. Used to house the unwashed of the Empire a couple centuries back. Now it's home to the walking ulcers and sores of this poor city. Bring me back.
Our paths meet in the shell of a long-dead snail. An empire slow to see where its path was taking it. Built on the husk of another, and destined to be buried time and time again. This city will see great things yet, Exile. But not in your lifetime. Fate awaits you.
Keep your distance, Exile. The name's Grigor, and when you've had your eyes fill of my twisted visage, how about you turn those fine jellies of yours eastward? Yes, you've brought Clarissa home to us, and once again I see she pesters me with pity. There's only so much broth, so many bouquets that a man can take. For a criminal, Clarissa has a strangely soft center. Still, I'd rather not see that heart of hers harden. See if you can find that lost boy mate of hers. With him around, Clarissa doesn't have as much time to bother me.
Death came to town. The roaring Ezomites wore red. The red of blood. The red of the fray. Death came to town. The crying Ezomites wore black. The black of disease. The black of dismay. Death came to town. The silent Ezomites wore grey. The grey of twilight. The grey of decay. Only the Isles of Scoth were spared. Once a backwater of my proud civilization, now all that remains of the Ezomites.
Hey Crims, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Yes, we're
Goodbye, Exile.
going through our Act 3 readings. I hope you're doing well.
Hello. You're alone. So Tolman's... You didn't go to the crematorium? No, of course you didn't. This isn't your fight. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me to put that on you. To ask you to risk your life for someone you don't even know. Don't worry. I'll work something out. I always do.
Out of a dead sleep?
Watch
Are you
yourself.
serious?
Mind over me.
Alright, we're just gonna make sure nobody else has anything to say to us.
Come over here.
Let me tell your future.
Shall we? Oh yeah, we definitely need her to tell us our future. Yeah, I've been sleeping really well lately. I mean, I haven't even taken my trazodone, in the last, like, 3 days to sleep because I've been walking in the mornings and I'm just, like, perfectly worn out by the time I'm ready to go to bed, both mentally and physically now. It's really nice.
A soldier in black's journey is cut short at the foot of the tower. The flesh rots, but the bone grows yet. Gold without, gold within. Blood comes in many colors, but the gilded always bleed gold. Cowardly foes lay in wait. A show of force reveals their true intentions. Dark runes skitter across the pages of the tome, concealing the Whisperer's allies.
We're in a dead sleep. I heard. A jump. The shells down. Break it. Fall in the computer. That would be terrible. For more reasons than one. That would just be terrible, terrible.
The feral Your lord's cold breath imbues and empowers the beast in the northern wood. Living stone strides across the field. Each step shakes the earth and rattles the soul. An adversary, slain, briefly lives on in the lessons taught to the slayer.
Okay, so that's all of our prophecies. What do we actually have to do? Imperial Gardens, that's just random. That's random. That's in the library. Northern Forest. That's random. And we're gonna not have this one. Yes, Sealed Prophecy. I don't usually do these like, you'll slay this person while holding this thing. So yeah, we need a new one.
A lord of sin roams hollow halls, protected from the spells he sings.
Alright, and then this one is random. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi. I got a phone appointment at 5. Okay, have fun in your phone appointment, I guess. Have fun. Yeah, I had an appointment yesterday. Gold. Get a legacy prophecy. See, I got like this, do this, will holding that, blah blah blah. Okay. Now we go sell.
Still breathing, eh?
Sell to you, maybe? Sell items. Okay.
Fate will find you.
Yes, I'm sure fate will find me. Let's bring up Path of Building real quick. I need to make sure. Quartz, diamond, Sebenite. This is the wrong one. We're in our Slayer. Moon has claws. There we go. That's better. Okay, we got life, diamond, quicksilver, and silver. So life, diamond, quicksilver, and nice. Okay. So I know we need quicksilver. Silver. I don't think we needed this one. Boom. Boom. Voila. Alright, so how old are you? Old. I meant item level. Those can get sold. Anything else I can grab in here, possibly? Sadly, no. Typical. But typical. Just typical. I'll just say typical. And we'll call it good from there. Okay, I need to sell these. They're kind of trash for me, so let's do that.
Be careful.
And then, boom. Alright, so well, let's see about I don't know. What do I do? No. Alright. Let's look at our path of building. I think, oh yeah, we do have some like sockets here. But our first main goal is to get this last regen point there. So we're going doink, regen, and straight over to that last regen. And then we shall gather stuff. Alright, and then where are we at in the building itself? We're here, we're about ready to grab this. And then we'll head down and go straight to this. And then we can use Blood Rage. Yay! I love Blood Rage. Blood Rage is awesome. And if anyone tells you differently, they're lying. They're absolutely lying. No. For different builds, Blood Rage is really nice. It allows for frenzy charges. And this is our beautiful man. Alright, let's Let's get going. Let's get going to the slums. To the slum. Okay, yes, I'm done. Sorry, I'm done. Alright.
An adversary, slain, briefly lives on in the lessons taught by the Slayer.
Oh, I don't have any regen. Right, I should have. I didn't think that through. I did not think that through very well. Not at all. See? Thank you. I have to wait until I have enough mana too. Not fair if you don't have mana. I just don't have the leech yet. Fortunately. Oh look, we have a book. Alright. More graffiti.
The Monkey King has built his throne on your back. A throne of gold and gem, polished with blood and tear. Throw off the Monkey King and his shining privy before your back is broken.
Okay. I'm not sure how well that's gonna go, but okay. We're gonna clear the area before we go anywhere to another place type idea. So do keep that in mind. Complete and full playthrough. That's what we're doing. If I can press T. Hey! Come back here. What are you running for? Seriously. What the heck were you running for? I mean, I know it was your job to possibly run, but I thought you were more or less your job was to attack me. So why did you run? It makes zero sense. Or am I just being picky? Am I asking too much to say, don't run? Okay. I must be asking. Oh. Hey! You're not supposed to freeze. Ba-da-bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-boo. Ba-da- ba-da- ba-da-doo. Dee-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da, da-da-dee, dee-da-da-da-da-da-dum. La-da-da, la-da-dee, la-da-da-da-da-da-dee-dum. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Yeah, I know I'm the one singing. My singing's terrible. We're good with it. We're okay with bad singing. Thank God Neversink got his color filters up. I'm so happy now. Got my colors back! Actually, they're better. Which is why I'm super happy with what he did. Hey! Don't like running that far. Yes. Died. He's off. Killed you. Anything like, did you see that? And you're like the one that did it. Of course I did. The one that did it. Of course I saw it. Like, what kind of...
Now I think it's time to shed the dream of home. It's a little tight around the collar.
Ooh. Shiny. Well, we found the Coliseum, but we're still not quite done, I don't think. Well, there's only 2 monsters left. But we gotta make sure we don't have any more books. We don't want any more booky areas. We're gonna ignore what I just said. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that. I think we are done. I don't really care about anything below 10 is that I just don't go for. Yep, we're done with this area. We're done with this area. So into the Coliseum we go. What? You can't jump that? Seriously? Up to the Coliseum we go. Here. Go.
Moana.
You're right.
Bring me back something nice, eh?
Oh, well, we should have her seek prophecy since we just completed one.
I will see you
Ew.
again.
Really?
Need some help?
Hello.
No, just making sure. There is nothing I can do. Oh, you. Okay. Yeah, it's wanting me to do that, so let's go back here. Alright, now we delete this area. Very nice. Out of that. You stop doing that. Gold within. Gold within.
Blood comes in many colors, but the
Gilded always
be gold.
butter. Alright, time to listen to what he has.
On the night of 1,000 ribbons, our finest city burned. It burned with fires lit by cruelty and neglect. It burned with shame for giving the title of emperor to a man who did not deserve it.
Oh. Okay. Do this. Oh my god, what was that? Midnight! Thank you for that follow. Midnight Lancer? That's supposed to be Lancer? Midnight Lancer, thank you for that follow. You're an awesome shiny gem. I should actually be paying attention to what I'm doing. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. La da da, la da da. Really should be paying attention. Da 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 da. wonder if I actually have to go through these. But we are doing a full playthrough, so I am going through them regardless. Hey! No spitting fire at me. That's bad. Or causing a firestorm. Whatever. Whatever you want to call it. Not allowed to do it. Can I go? La da da, la da dee da. Da 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 dee. La da da. Ow! That hurt. Okay. La da 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 da. Alrighty. Now we go save. What's his name again? Tolman? 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 Try to save.
That somber expression doesn't become those fetching features at all. Cheer up and dance with me.
Okay. Sure, if you want to dance with me. Come here. Stop running from me. That's not dancing with. Goodbye. And there's Tolman. Looking through. He died. Poor Tolman. Okay, do I not have any? I do have a portal scroll on me. Woo-hoo. Oh yeah. I was smart this time. Alright, time to go back. And listen to what they have to say. Says we should talk to Clarissa. So, out of random knowledge and common sense, I'm gonna talk to everybody but her until after.
Tolman's dead then. Another victim of Piety's cruelty. Perhaps he escaped lightly. Look upon Grigor to see what life entails under Piety's influence. Let me offer you something. In recognition of all that you have done for us. We shall mourn Tolman's death as we shall treasure Clarissa's life. General Gravisius demands absolute obedience from his blackguards, meaning he's surrounded himself with cowards and lackwits, unable to lift a finger without orders. If you are able, traverse the river and murder Gravisius in his own barracks. You'll be ripping the very mind from the skulls of our enemies. Clarissa will weep for Tolman. She must. The cloud is darkest before the rain. It's an often told story among the Karui, how Vol of Thebris bent his knee to my ancestor, King Calm, and promised freedom in return for war. While Vol raised his purity rebellion in the heart of the Empire, Calm took Lord Lion Eye's head and the southern coast all the way to Siren's Cove. It was the greatest conquest the Karui have ever seen. If I knew how to cross the river safely, I'd be wearing Gravisius' head on my belt. Be well.
I'll miss a boy. He was always up for a laugh, whether it was at his expense or not. But I wouldn't miss that Clarissa more. Argan's the name, by the way, and it's my honour to welcome you to dirty old Sarn, the metropolis of opportunity. The opportunity to make something of yourself, or the opportunity to have a very messy death. I was Clarissa's guardian angel back in Oriath. Put food on the table in return for a bit of light work. I try to keep her out of trouble as best I can here, but Sarn's full of secrets, and Clarissa's full of curiosity. She's just so Ample is our Marimore. In my mind, you'll find no saucier specimen of womanhood. It's her tattoos and that fancy talk she does. Intoxicating. She's a cool one, though. Gravisius is the mailed and bloodied right hand of Dominus. And I thought the Templar were meant to be spiritual men of deepest humanity. You notice the sarcasm in my tone, right? Had to smuggle a fellow out of Theopolis once. Got a bit too friendly with Gravisius's wife, he did. Every blackguard was out on the streets looking for him, so I had to think lateral-like. We took to the drains and didn't put our heads above the pavement until we sniffed the sea. A grubby bloody job it was, but worth it for the coin he paid. Trust me, the sewers is the only way you'll sneak up on old General Iron-Ass, and you'll need a key to get in there. Have a chat to Clarissa about that.
I'm no history scholar, but I know that Emperor Chitus was overthrown by Vol of Thebris in the so-called Purity Rebellion. But Vol had the shortest reign of any internal emperor. A cataclysm sort of that.
Don't do anything I would.
See you soon.
I no longer dream when I sleep. I have a nightmare. The same nightmare over and over. The mirror. It's never my reflection looking back. The first time that mirror appeared to me, it was Cole I saw. A rapist from Oriath I had the displeasure of sharing a pen with in Gravisius's stockade. Piety took him for her experiments, and that night I saw her handiwork while I slept. This time it was Tolman, flesh dried to leather, organs shrunk to husks, blood trickling through his skeleton like red dust in an hourglass. It's Piety's gift to me, that mirror. At least I won't be seeing Clarissa the next time I look into it. Make sure it's not you I see either.
I have no idea. Probably because I have glasses on.
Maramoa's sure of herself, and that kind of surety gets you killed in Sarn. You and all those around you. Hagen's got the right idea. Don't believe in anything that you can't trade or eat. I wouldn't rely on Hagen in a fight, and I wouldn't put too much faith in what he says. But he has one highly useful asset. His obsession with self-preservation. If Hagen deems you of use in keeping his fat self alive, he'll do almost anything for you. I tried to penetrate the Solaris Temple in the northeast. Almost got myself killed by the bloody ribbons that guard the place. Bizarre, floating tapestries they are. Creatures of cloth and thaumaturgy. Fortunately, a few legionnaires got in the way. While the ribbons eviscerated them, I ran straight into Gravisius. He dragged me over the bridge to the Lunaris Temple in the west and put me in Piety's tender care. Didn't say a single word to me the whole time. I was nothing but a spoil of war to him. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yep, nope. Probably because I have glasses on. I have to have my glasses or I can't see. And plus, they do make me look smarter. Alright, time to talk to Clarissa.
Poor Tolman. I made this bracelet for him. when he first arrived here. Idiot said he'd never take it off. I called him a liar. He didn't, though. Not once. I need to give you something. I asked a lot of you out there in the slums. More than I should have. You tried. And that's all we exiles can ever hope to do. Those keys unlock the gates to the sewers. Tolman found them. Figure that in the worst of times, people will hide their wealth in the worst of places. We were never game to test his theory. Not with the Undying down there. But you're strong. Stronger than any of us here. I don't think you need to fear the dark. Sorry, I need some more time to think. We'll talk soon, I promise.
I never stopped. I play it, it's kind of weird how I play it. It's one of my filler games, so like right now I'm waiting for New World to come out, so I play this or another filler game. And I don't really ever stop playing this game. I just pause for like a month or so and then I'm back in it. As for this, I've done this once where I've listened to everything or almost everything, but this time we're gonna listen to every single thing so we get the whole story. And I really want to do that. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, so that's what I'm doing. As for years of experience, I guess that's accurate. Hold on. I have... Of course, that's gonna be in the way. I have a total of 1,234 hours in it. So yeah, I guess a while. I've been playing this a while. I think I've been playing it since 15, maybe? I think? Pretty close to when it first came out. I want to say 20. Or 20. Earlier than that. God, it feels earlier than that. It hadn't been earlier than I don't know. I've been playing it for a really, really long time. And I've just accumulated knowledge throughout the time I've played.
Be careful.
Alright. Grigor, what do you want?
I walked halfway across this forsaken continent because of an ode. Of jewels and eternity, it's called. For twinkled promises of jewels and eternity, the Gemling Queen gave her heart and body to the King of Shades for one more day in the sun. The last day in the sun. That's but a portion of the full epic. The Gemling Queen lived, and she's the enigma behind the fall of the Ezomites and the Eternals both. Look to the Solaris Temple to the northeast. Find the Gemling Queen's remains before piety does, and destroy them.
And destroy them? Okay. I had to straighten myself out. Yeah, so... Yeah, no, I'm not really... You start the game over and over as you want to try new characters and stuff, but as for the storyline, it stays the same, but I just really wanted to listen to it again. So that's what I'm doing.
What is it?
And a couple more.
Hagen is a man of many claims, and those claims seldom dance harmoniously together. A lie is a death sentence in Namakanui, so I was raised a daughter of truth. Hagen is a son of self-interest. He's no warrior, nor spirit singer. He's a korangi. I don't know the right word in Oriathan, but in Karui it means he who wins wars with false promises. Grigor straddles two worlds. One foot planted on this soil, one in the dirt of spirit and shadow. When you speak with him, be sure to know from which world his words arise. Talakora.
Victaria was a poet what ended up leading a rebellion, right under the nose of Emperor Chittis. But here's what really interests me. Our wordsmith was quite the talented larcenist as well. Pulled off the heist of the century, in the name of the people, of course. 3 finely crafted platinum busts, commissioned by Chittis for his favourite trio of generals. Victario and his coppers hold up in the sewers. Now that you have Clarissa's keys, perhaps you'd be inclined to search out those heroic busts for me. I'm sure I can make it well worth your while. I can't imagine what that poor bastard's been through. It's a miracle Grigor hasn't completely lost his mind. Granted, he's lost 1 or 2 pieces along the way, but there's still plenty that's worth listening to.
Okay, people, seriously, be nice to the ones you spend your times with, would you?
Something caught.
Ooh, Victoria.
Can I help you? Victario, a fellow warrior of words. He wrote many entreaties to the Ezomites, begging our assistance in helping High Templar Vol depose Emperor Chittis. That was centuries ago. Victario's words held much power then. I imagine they still do.
You said smaller, not smarter. Because I zoomed myself out a little bit. Yeah, I can zoom myself back in. Unzoomed. Oh, but yeah, okay. Midnight, do you play this game? Out of curiosity?
Let me tell you.
I know curiosity killed the cat, but I have to ask. Do you play this game?
What is it?
I'm just making sure there's nothing else. Alright. Into the sewers we go. The sewers. At least it's not the toxic sewers yet. Ugh. Oh. Yeah, it's because I just made it smaller, that's all. I just made my, camera screen smaller, that's all. Yeah, that's all. All I did. Yeah, he uses the camera a lot for that. I don't see the point. We found one. here. Come back here, you guys. Let's see. Find a way to destroy the undying blockage. Okay. Right after I find the stuff I need. You know, there better be something worth my while over here. Hey, no jumping out of the way like that. That? Seriously, nothing but XP over here. Got it. Understood. Oh, shiny chest. Shiny chest! Alright, yeah. Yeah, you can change the size to whatever you want for on your OBS and stuff. So, yeah. What did I tell you about jumping? Jumping's not good for you, especially when you're when I'm trying to kill you. This makes me want to kill you slower. As a reminder, I'm not going to go through these, but there's another hideout right there if you guys want to know the hideout location of that. And you get a toxic sewer map for a hideout. Saying that it's a bad thing, but I don't think I would want it. Because I'm not a fan of sewers. It's kind of funny because I actually, when I was younger, played in sewers. Places like this. Nobody knows that though. So you gotta keep it a secret. Gotta keep it a secret. Alright. Let's head into the marketplace. Wait, did I get all three? Yeah, okay, good. Okay. Oh, you like muddy. I hate this map. I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place so much. We're about to hit my favorite character in the game, so... I still hate this one. Look, if you're dumb enough not to be able to figure out stairs, then... yeah, you don't need to be following me. It's as simple as that. Notebook?
I write this now in hope that someone will remain. Someone may remember. The sun is an orb of blood. Twisted twilight shrouds my eyes. The air reeks of anguish. San has plunged into nightmare. The man who served me coffee now writhes on the floor. He rants of visions he alone can see, as writhing red tentacles grow from his face, as if his eyes had been seeds waiting to sprout. He is quiet now, my waiter. No more cackling and screaming. Dead. Of my fellow patrons, only 2 live. The others have fallen. Their blood is everywhere. The survivors, gemlings both, their skin shrivels and grays to the hue of necrosis. Their gems flare with unholy luster, their eyes black as hatred. A gemling ghoul, it twisted off a corpse's head, gnaws at skull-like dog. My head now, visions clawing at me. Thinking burns. I see horror. Envy the mute corpses at my feet. Words flay me, flee me. All is madness.
Huh. Interesting. Finally! Something to attack. We're gonna finish the area. Where we... Whoa, 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 whoa. No killing. No, 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 no. Okay, that was a thing. Hey, at least I told him not to kill me and he didn't. I guess that's a plus. Amazing when the game does what you ask it to do. I do say so myself. Wow, that sounded like a thunderstorm. But there's no thunder today. Or lightning, but it's not even, it's supposed to be a storm today. It's supposed to be really, really hot though. Extensively hot. We got the battlefront there. Please stop. Thank you. There we go, now we go. Found us. Seriously, where are you taking me? See, this is why I don't like this map. It's just like a very long smorgasbord of different ways and stuff. Annoying. It's irritating. How many ways can you say annoying? Irritating. Silly. Ridiculous. Irritating. Okay, the Catacombs. And then the Warfront, so. Go here. Go back here. I think we need to go into the Catacombs just to clear the area But I think the rest are actually technically supposed to be in the battlefront. But let's find out.
Greetings. Traversing the sewers under the river. I should have thought of that myself. Yet, the more of a picture you paint of that undying concoction in the sewers, the less I want to see it. If you manage to destroy it, expect a storm of undeath to descend upon you. The dark is their home, and there'd be nowhere more homely to the undying than a pitch-swathed drain under a river. Go with courage.
What is it? Maramoa? I've heard that the Karui have this philosophy. Makanui, the way of the warrior. I don't think you could get any more Makanui than her. She took it upon herself to look after me, before Tolman arrived. Saved my skin more than once. I'm fine with that. Beats being on her bad side. Hagen likes to think he was my kind old uncle back in Theopolis. Granted, the work he gave me saved my parents and I from starvation. This was after my father lost the family fortune at the card table, and we had to give up the manor in the country for a flea box in Theopolis. But he's not half as generous as he makes out. When Hagen gives you something, you can be damned sure that he's getting his pound of flesh in return. No one should have to go through what Grigor has. I help him as much as he'll let me, but he's a proud one, and so he should be. He's survived what has destroyed too many of us. Halfway across the world, and yet the tie between Vanilla and I endures. That was Piety's real name back in Theopolis, before her rise to greatness. Vanilla sold her thaumaturgy in the day, her body at night. Sought after, she was, enough so to become one of my best buyers. But money never meant much to Vanilla. No, she was striving for something better, nobler. Used to tell me that life needn't be this hard. It's time you all realized that. I bet she fed Tolman the same bloody line. The blackguards talked about Piety's precious gems being infected with nightmare. Tolman, what did she do to you? Vanilla was arrested for consorting with the unholy and condemned to the pyre. This was before the banishments. Dominus shared a last supper with her, heard her confession. Most think Vanilla earned Dominus's patronage on her back. I don't. Vanilla gave Dominus her better life and got a new name in return. You can count on one thing. Piety's grand future won't include the likes of you, me, or Tolman. On the fall of the Empire, the historians are deathly silent. After the Purity Rebellion, the Kingdom of Kalm blockaded Oriath, preventing any trade or correspondence with the mainland. It's said that Kalm planned to invade. Only when the Karui retreated did Oriath get any news from Rayclast, but by that time there wasn't really anyone left to tell the tale. Chittus thought that the gemling was the pinnacle of human progress. These glorious gems have brought us within spitting distance of godhood, he once said. The High Templar at the time, Vol of Thebris, thought they were a perversion. He wanted the Empire made pure, cleansed of the stain of thaumaturgy. You look at San and tell me which one you think was right. And while you're out there, look out for monkeys. No, not those bloody monkeys from Frisia. These ones are painted on the walls. I think you'll find them enlightening. Watch yourself.
Mind over meat.
What is it? Goodbye?
Fate will find you.
The Beatles poet could hide the spoils from Chittus, but not from us, eh? I knew you was the exile for the job. I'm sure you've been more than compensated already from Victario's stockpiles, but here's a little extra. Care of something I found under a dead man's bed. Why? Just because I like you. Don't do anything I would.
Hello.
Something caught your eye.
Okay, so we got some new stuff. You're a giant. Out. Put back. Until I can sustain my mana, I'm not gonna put you in. Sorry. Oh. No can do. What are you? I think you're the right one. It's the right one. I thought the flask I'm using is... Oh, it is raw. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, whatever. But that doesn't really... I have to do that. Thank you. That's close. Ooh. Ooh. Anything I can use here? Report. Yes, I am doing me. Yeah. It's almost... This makes 1,000,000 DPS. And if I switch it to these two, it allows for... If we continue with ruthlessness, then just go 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5 for that, and then yeah, we can use Immortal Call and Main as our switchers. Okay, that's what we'll do. Because we got what? So we got it. So okay. Aside from this, we have brutality, damage on full life, check, melee splash, okay, brutality, melee splash, damage on full life, okay. Physical damage. What's going on? Because then we got instant recall and ruthlessness like that. Really knife. Really? Okay, yeah. Do it that way. Then during single target we switch over to main to get that extra boost of 300, but otherwise we do ancestral call for clearing. Yep. That's how we're gonna do our 6. Sweet. And ruthlessness is not quality. I'd love to have it that way, but it's not. Anomalous? I wonder how much anomalous is. But guys, we are gonna take a quick 10-ish, 15 minutes break. I gotta use the litter box. So I will be right back. I will let you guys have a commercial break for about 2 minutes, and Just realize you're not gonna miss anything. I'm gonna throw on the BRB scene and I'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back. We're gonna kind of continue looking at this screen really quickly. It looks like we have melee physical damage, brutality, so let's make sure we have that. Melee physical damage. Okay, so here's double strike, just our main one. Then it was what? Melee physical damage and brutality. There's brutality. Melee splash. Damage on full life. Melee physical damage. Okay. Okay. This. Alright. So melee physical damage, brutality. And then we got damage on full life and melee splash. Damage on full life, melee splash. Damage on full life, and right. And then got ruthlessness and ancestral call in main room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm missing this one here. Okay. That's what's going on here. Okay. So that's what's going on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if we want 5, 6 for rotational damage versus 5, 6 for yeah, let's see. Which one's better than melee? I'm not sure I want melee splash. Melee splash. It doesn't really tell you what damage it does, which kinda irritates me. I know it does damage because it does damage to the surrounding areas. And same with Ancestral Call. So here's 4, and then we got 5 and 6 for what do you call it? For non-bosses, and then if you go 5 and 6 for bosses. There's gotta be a way to maybe just get rid of main and have like main on hit somewhere. Yeah. So this is the thing. We do more damage as a Slayer by getting this this culling strike basically. Anything below 20% or lower dies immediately. So once you get even a boss down to 20%, it's dead by your skills. So we get a ton of DPS this way. Way more than when we were over here as a gladiator doing bleed explosions. So yeah, we gotta see if we can't get like a main on hit. This one's a 10% chance to main on hit. I don't see anything else. Is there maybe a... I think I'd be able to do that. Might be able to though. A lot of life that I would lose. A lot of resistance. Yeah, like pure life and resistances on that. So let's see. If I could do it on my thing, could I get main on hit on a body armor? Sorry, we're kind of just going through this. Body armor. Main. Nope. Unless I spelled it wrong. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, there's just no main on hit. That's interesting. Actually kind of irritating. I guess we could duck to these guys. But we're not there really. Not yet. We're not there yet. So let's see. I gotta see if I can't maybe get a main on hit type thing. Let's go see. So you guys get a crash course in how to find stuff for trade. How about that? Crash course on trade. Okay, so we go here, we hit, this is the main pathofexile.com trade. I go search items. Yes, I have 20 messages or whatever. And then now we're gonna go to the game. And because I already know what chest piece I'm using, we're just gonna go like, it has clothes. Go Control C. And then Control V. Item. Custom. Control V. And then I just go. It has to be at least 44%. So there, and we'll say 44. I don't know how. Cancel. How high am I above lightning resist? If I were to, let's change out the body armor. What do I need? Bare minimum for resistances. What's max again? Okay. So what do I need for bare minimum? This is calculator. Because right now I'm too tired to care about math. 75 minus 68. I need 7 lightning resist at least. So we'll say 7. And then cold resistance, I would need quite a bit actually. So 41, 35, and then much fire resist is 31. So 75 minus 31 is 44. 45. Okay. We will try to get armor to have maximum life of at least 130. Then, if it can't get main on hit, main on hit. Let's see. Go, hit, sorted by main on hit. There we go. Let's maybe try that. Let's first start off with the fact that I want a body armor, please. Yeah. I keep forgetting to. Armor, body armor. It gotta be 6 links. Okay. You sure there's no like main on hit? give me that, because I know you can do a main on hit. I've seen it. Yeah, now I'm confused. Right, hold on. Main, supported, socketed, sock, SMC, socketed, gem, supported, support, supported by main. It is a chest plate. Because the mod no longer rolls, there are 10 of these on standard, literally none in Metamorph. Yeah. Oh, I'm on ultimatum. You kidding me? Really? Oh no. Back. Enemies being by nope, not what I'm looking for. Main support, more like the mod for bucketed gems or okay. Yeah, that ain't we'll see. Control V. No. So let's reset. Usually it works, so I'm not sure as to what's going on. Socketed. Gems are supported by main. Minion, melee damage. Oh yeah, we could do melee physical. Oh, okay, I see. Her main though. Thank you. Main. That's not what I meant. So it's only not on bodies. Seriously? You can't do it on a body armor anymore. You guys used to do it on body. Oh, okay, here we go. That works. Alright. Let's see if we can't get life and resistances. Fire, lightning, and life. 5. At least 100 life. More would be better, but I'll settle for 100. We needed 7 of that. Needed 45 and 35. 35. There we go. Somebody wants a whole mirror for that. That's terrible. That's really bad. Enemies you kill explode, dealing 3. That explains a lot. Your lightning resistance. Yeah, that is worth a mirror. That definitely is worth a mirror. It is definitely worth a mirror. Don't have a mirror. We could go here and see how much I'm worth. I don't think I have enough exalts for it, but let's see. Yeah, 859 exalts for a single mirror. Yeah, I'm not gonna get the item I need. This would be basically the goal, is to get this, and even this, your enemies you kill explode, dealing 3%. This helps a lot. If I could get this, I don't know, eventually, it would be great. Yeah, this is impressive. This here is impressive. And it's perfect. I wish I could get it. But for now, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. So, this is my main. Okay, so Ruthlessness and Main are gonna have to be the replacements for Ancestral Call and Melee Splash when I'm doing bosses. Okay. And I mean, that's just how it's gonna have to be. We're gonna sell those 3. Then, you know, we'll just put the main there anyways. And then level 19. 68 to use the supports. Yeah, almost 70. You need 72 for the Val, but that's because you're level 2. So let's go ahead and drop in the main. So that means you got double strike. Don't need chance to need melee splash, right? Splash is one of the bottom one. And main's one of the we got Ruthlessness. Brutality? Is that what I'm missing? Are those griffins? Yes, yes they are. They are. As your pets? Yep. They're adorable. Yep, they're my pets. Okay, so back to what I was doing. I need, let's see, I have Ruthlessness. No, Ruthlessness and Main are the things that are being replaced on a regular base. Do I have Ruthlessness? I don't. I have any. Are they cosmetic? Yep. Yes, they are. They are cosmetic. Okay. Right. Ancestral Call. Melee Splash. I have melee physical.
Hello.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
You go back to Act 2. We should go back to Act 2. Yes, they're cosmetics.
What little help I can offer is yours.
You help very little. Okay, I melee splash. I did fire damage. Seriously.
Farewell.
Like, really? I would have thought I'd have stuff by have certain things by now.
Rather well.
Ability. No. Okay, there's melee physical damage. Yeah, see, and damage from full life. Physical damage. Okay, so we have melee physical. Jump for life. Ah! B-R-U. Okay. You don't have brutality.
Be kind.
Yeah, my character, the way my character looks is all cosmetically done too. I can show you here in just a minute. I'm just trying to figure out something real quick. So please bear with me. I've been wondering for a while why my character's so freaking weak. So I'm finding out now. Okay, so there is no brutality. Okay. Yet.
Watch yourself.
I shall. Got nothing there.
Watch yourself.
Alright, so this one can get pulled up. Right, since there's no brutality yet, I'm just gonna put What other games do you play besides Path of Exiles? There's a whole slew of things. Give me a sec. Supported skills deal more melee damage. Or damage with bleeding caused by melee hits. You don't have a lead. We'll do main. There. Alright. What other games do I play besides Path of Exiles? I play Stardew Valley. And we're in the middle of a full playthrough of 1.5 as well for that game. 1.5 is the build. And we do modded for that one. I play Conan, Exiles, Ark, Survival Evolved, Stardew Valley. When New World comes out here in next month, I can even say in less than a month. I can say even in less than a month now. Yes. I'll be playing that, and I'll probably be playing that like consistently. What else? There's several games I play. I recently got into Beast of Bermuda, wishing I had a server for that. There's kind of a lot of games. Oh, and Baldur's Gate 3. I'm waiting for updates and releases for that game. They haven't had any updates or release of updates yet, since they dug out the Druid patch and whatnot. I'm hoping they'll come out with something soon, because they really need to. But yeah, kind of depends on the mood I'm in for what game I play. Today I've been wanting to continue our playthrough for Path of Exiles for a little bit. Since I don't stream regularly right this very moment, I'm working on getting a schedule going, and this week is going to be the huge test week where if everything goes to plan, I might have a schedule set up for next week. What else? What else do I play? I've tried Horizon Zero Dawn. So I think I might be doing a playthrough of that. I have Outworlder or something like that. And that's a single player story playthrough, and I'll probably be playing that eventually with you guys. Loop Hero. I've streamed Loop Hero. What else? Oh, and I do Conan Exile tutorial videos for the mod Pippi. I haven't done those in a while, but I'm trying to get back on my feet with streaming first before I start doing videos. Anything else? Nope. I can't think of anything else. I think we got the major ones that I just rotate through. Oh, you'll every now and again see me in Final Fantasy Online, or and that's Final Fantasy 14, or Star Wars: The Old Republic, or ESO. Those are my usual MMORPGs that I need to pay to play. It's pay to play almost, basically, for those games in my opinion, even though 2 of them are technically free to play. I wouldn't mind playing World of Warcraft, The Burning Crusade, now that that's out, but I know New World's coming out next month, and that's what I'm gonna be playing. Next month. Alright. Let's get back to what I was doing. I was figuring out what I was doing. Okay, melee physical damage. Damage on full life. Main support. Melee splash, and Ancestral Call. Do I have a chance to bleed? I'm gonna screw this up. On the tree, maybe? Chance to bleed. Not feed, lead. Let's see. Do you? Critical strike chance. Revise. Yep. Got life, leech there. Life and leech. Chance to main on hit. I might have screwed up a bit. Configuration? Yeah, it's indicative that we make sure we have a chance to bleed. It's to BLEED. And we do not. Except for there. Basically a guaranteed chance. Attacks have 50% chance cause to bleed. Attacks main on hit against bleeding enemies. 25% chance to blind. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to Gladiator. And do this. And then go Configuration. Frenzies. Endurances. Are you leeching? Yes, I'm leeching. Enemies bleeding. Luck. Let's items. There we go. Okay, so now that we're back to this, which I want to cry, but now that we're back to this, go skills, where we're at. Okay. I know Ancestral Call is gonna be the thing you take out. And Melee Splash Could also be, but we really don't need any. Except it gives you 130,000 DPS. And so we should have Ruthlessness on there automatically. Gives us way too much not to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we're between. So if we do main, I don't know. If we do these two and then switch between these two, it would work, right? Yeah. I think that would be a good thing, because that's at 600. But if we switch to just purely these two, it would give me 1 million. And if we just these two like that, I mean, 1 million, 200 versus 800. I actually started playing WoW a couple of days ago. I can understand the hype of MMORPG. Right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, especially since this one's a new one. So there's been a couple of games that came out where the stats you kind of do, the skills you gain, are done by you doing them. So in order to do better, you actually have to do it. And to some extent, that's most every game. But this one takes it like a huge step further, and it's kind of back way in the old days with WoW Classic grinding type system of grinding out those crafting things to get to the higher level crafting. So yeah, it's called New World. I can get you the site here. New World. New World, not New A, World. If you wanted to check it out. It is an Amazon built game, so that's pretty interesting too. But it's a lot, and I got to play one of the alphas, so I was really happy. I mean, betas? Is betas? Something like that. Yeah. Alright, so, let's see. Okay, so I gotta decide, because I don't like switching 2 out and then to 1. So, do I want melee splash? I mean, is there... I can't decide if I want melee splash. Ancestral Call's nice because it does give you that area of effect, basically. It strikes 2 additional enemies, and then you have the splash, which does that. So yeah, you know what? I think we will. We'll continue with, like, boss fights. We switch from main and ruthlessness for the melee splash stuff. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so standardly then, at this point, I would do 622,000 to regular mobs, give or take, and then boss fights, I do about 1.1 million. 1.1 million DPS. Which I'm okay with. God, my... What did this do? 4 points, it does pretty good. Let's see, we got... increased damage. Do I have this? What are you called? Brood Shard? I even have that. Brood Shard. Oh, I do have Brood Shard. Huh. What's the difference between Brood Shard and this? But so yeah, Brood Shard. Feed the Fury, hit and run. And then feed the Fury, hit and run. Fight the weak. And then in general, acting. Then I have this. That one here, the Hypnotic Stone. Okay, and then I have this one, which I decided to put one in, which I'm not too sure you do much damage. Yeah, no, you only give me 20. Don't even give. No, that's all you give me is exactly 20,000 damage. If I can find something better than this one, I will. Surging Vitality. Increase damage, dex. Might have to consider this one. Surging Vitality gives me increased life, regen, and regen. Let's see. Let's go here. See if there's something else we can do with that, small cluster. Delete this one. Okay. Cluster, this one. See, we got life. We chose life. Regen. What's your combined DPS? DPS. Yeah. I like how it keeps switching sides, so I have to look on both sides. Reinforcements. Nope. Gain 10% of maximum mana as extra. Would be 2 additional physical. What is my physical damage? Armor 42, so it'd be 44. That ain't bad. Gladiator's Fortitude. Now holding a shield though. Damage over time. Increased life and life regen. That's basically what I have. Nice. Do I even need life? Yeah. It's not like I need it because the fact that I need it so much as I just... Hard to explain. Okay, life would have to be good. What do I have here? Surging Vitality again? Does what? I do adrenaline, I do get that bleed and leech and whatnot. But I wouldn't mind what was that, like pure life one? That would be nice. Not like you need too much life. As long as you can survive one shot. It was Fettle, I think. We did Fettle and then life, that would be good. Whatever else. Hit save. 3. And yeah, because you need at least 6K for that. I have about 175. Yeah. Have a difference. I think adrenaline would be best then at that point. This one. Instead of Fettle, we'll try adrenaline. For adrenaline, and then life, and then I don't need mana. Guess Dex would be fine. Kinda anything after that point. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so now that I got super into that. I don't think that matters. I don't think it ever mattered. Okay, so we got Frenzy, Endurance, Leeching. All my items are marked. So yeah, there we go. Perfect. Alright. So, for Ancestral Call and Melee Splash, will be replaced by Ruthlessness and Main supports when fighting boss. So this is standard, and then we switch with Ruthlessness. I think I put Main, yeah, there. For you, chance to bleed. Banner. Business there, and then we can continue playing. Oh my god. That took a little bit. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. That helped you guys know what my process is for figuring out how I'm building my character.
Some help.
What are you looking?
I would have to redo a lot of things if I didn't if I managed to get the new plate that I want. Just saw the trailer for New World Online. I'm digging it. Yeah, awesome. Yep, I am so digging it myself. I can't wait. I really can't. Okay, to the marketplace, we have to go to the Catacombs. So that's what we're gonna go do first. We've already done all the things for in here, so. To the Catacombs. Yeah, I honestly just cannot wait for the game. I got so mad when I realized that I wasn't gonna get it until next month, because I thought it was gonna be this month, but it's next month. When beta comes out, and I was just like, no! How dare you! How dare you! Oh yes, now we're doing this. Silencio.
An emperor cannot allow himself to become buried in the shadowed vaults of self-doubt. Cannot allow thoughts of imagined disaster to spin about inside his mind like so many strife-splintered wheels. An emperor navigates his way through the terrors of perplexity with his eyes set firmly on the rising sun.
Okay. Oh, ow. Nope. Bad, evil. Hit what I'm telling you to hit, would you? Well, that was a quickie. Okay. And then we go this way. Oh, I want those monsters. Let me have those monsters. Give me monsters, because I want XP. Yeah, I really can't wait. I'll be streaming that too. That's why I've been really trying to get a schedule going, but I don't know if I'm gonna even have a good enough schedule for that game set up and ready to go. Eventually you'll click on it. Quit picking up garbage. Yeah, I can't wait. Now you got me hyped up for it again, and I'm like, I want to go play it now. I really want to go play it. Of course, it's being beta when it comes out for me, so who knows what changes along the way happens. But yeah, they come out with patches, notes pretty quick.
There is nothing eternal in this empire of ours, but the names of our day that shall be revered or reviled in the centuries to come.
That's a little terrible. Oh, is that how it's gonna be, huh? Alright, is that everything in the catacomb? Yep, that's everything in the catacombs. Ba-da-ba, da-da-da. Four. Okay, so that's the catacomb. Back to the marketplace. Check to see if there's any conversation we need now. And we'll continue.
What is it?
How you doing?
Welcome.
Welcome. Like her a lot.
Yes?
What are you looking?
What am I looking for? Nothing. Okay, we need to go to the battlefront now. Which... Did we do this way? I'm not gonna level here soon. It's so much nicer now that I've gotten my skills taken care of. Okay. There's the battlefront. Yeah, they're not doing much in the way of promoting it, which is kind of interesting considering it's an Amazon made game. So I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Please. Ribbon spool. Okay, we gotta travel to the temple. Well, good. But first we clear the area. Clear the map. Keep thinking I'm hitting Blood Rage. I just don't have that skill yet. Here's the dogs. Die already! Die already! We don't need you! Go away! Don't need your help. Except to maybe die. That's it. That's all the help they'll need. Another monkey.
The shadow whispers and simpers at the Monkey King's feet. When the Monkey King puts his back to the sun, it is the shadow that leads the way.
Fair point. Not sure what the point is, but I mean, that's not wrong. I mean, what else am I to say to that? It's not technically wrong, but not exactly sure what your point is.
It seems there's glory in the old empire yet.
Done. We need to do this. And I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope. It won't count as missing something.
How you doing?
Talamoana, Talamoana.
Ribbons.
This ribbon spool device. Why would the Blackguards want to protect it? And why on this side of the river? What is its import to them? And why have they not taken it back to their encampment? I give you only questions, I know. You found this near the Solaris Temple? Then perhaps that's where you should look for your answers. Goodbye.
Hello. You find a high enough spot and you can see the Lunaris Temple over the river, at the western edge of the city. Since the Blackguards arrived, the clouds above that temple have been stained with the blackest of smoke. You can see it sometimes when the westerly blows. It stinks worse than death. I know. So strange that stone and metal should move and live as you and I. Still, I read that Titus's sculptors used to soften their materials with thaumatic sulfite, a byproduct of gem refining. It's the only connection that I can fathom between the cataclysm and the living sculptures of San. Bye.
Hello.
Talamoana?
How you doing?
You are not a cockroach. Strange. Inundated with cockroaches I am. Black ones, forelimbs, nasty, spiky things. Are you spiky? If so, my ribbons will pluck your spines. Malachi liked spines. Liked my spine. Pretty spine. Bejeweled and bountiful. Enough to make an empire weep. Do you weep, not a cockroach? I do. Tears are infinite. Why, on this very day I found a new reason to cry. What is that you have? Not a cockroach. My ribbons spool. Those black ones wanted them, my ribbons. Wanted to wrap the city in black ribbons. Now they are my ribbons forevermore. Forevermore. I hate forever. I could tear happy ever after from bards' bleeding tongues. You're still here, not a cockroach. Oh, gratitude, yes. I should give you a token. Token? What token? This? Is this to your liking? The cockroaches will come again. They want the twist. That cockroach emperor. The other bugs shout his name. Revisius. Cross the river, squash the emperor cockroach in his nest. The bridge. It is barricaded. That spawns a tricky question. Questions. I asked too many questions. Chit has told me so. I asked where it all went. Our feculence. He made them show me. Under the river. The sewers from this side to that. Filthy, fetid tunnels like a rower's cloaca. A black place. Crawling with the undying. Once beautiful and arrogant gemlings. Now the foul waste of the Empire. Fitting, isn't it? Apt. I like you, not a cockroach. I like that you listen. It would annoy me if the Undying murdered you. Thaumatic sulfite, that's what you need. A nasty, nasty substance it is. Malachi had his slaves mine it. Carry it from northern mountains to the refinery by the docks. Ezamites, Marakath Karui. It killed them all, fevered the blood and scorched the mind. But you are clever, not a cockroach. You will keep it at arm's length. You will bring it to me so that I may make you something, an infernal tulk that will bring furious light to undying darkness. I loved Malachi. He gave me gems, divine jewels for his gemling queen, for his dead queen. But I didn't want me dead. Malachi begged. For him, for the Empire. I chose me. Selfish me. The Empire died, and I live. I live, and live, and live, and live. I was the Emperor's favorite for a time. But Chittis had many favorites. He filled the scepter of God with favorites. Every now and then, he cleared away the clutter. Those who pleased him, they were given to his lords and generals. Those who did not were given to his thaumaturgists. I talked too much, asked too many difficult questions. I was gifted to Malachi. My dear, troubled Malachi.
Okay, so that was interesting. So you just saw the trailer. I hope you heard me.
Talk again soon.
I was talking, but I look like I might have been muted. So yes, I hope you like it, and I hope you're liking it even more as you watch more videos on it, which I'm sure you're doing.
Pretty as porcelain, but her mouth spins like the potter's wheel. That's how I once described Diala. Yet on this day, my lady is as ravishing as a nightmare, radiant as the fullest moon. Diala is my gemling queen, and we shall rule side by side over the world that will soon come to be.
Okay. Word. journal.
Tear down the walls that imprison the mind. That is what the gems do. That is their true virtue. The moment my fingertips brushed the cool, silken plains of that first gem, I felt it. My skull ached as if its contents were growing, pressing against the bone, searching for a way to break free. That night, once the wine had dulled the pain enough to allow the onset of sleep, the dreams began. I have not been without them since, nor would I be. Every spark of thaumaturgy that I wield, every device that I forge, every creature that I transfigure, I owe to these lessons cloaked in nightmare. From whence do these precepts hail? Certainly not the mundane grey between my ears. I possess only one reference that bears faith, translated with unquestionable clarity by that idiot savant, Isius Perandus, the beast. Duriani of the Val knew the truth. Soon now, so shall I. Malachi. I awoke, feverish and barely conscious. I set to drawing these maps through the sable hours. By morning my fingers ached, my eyes burned, yet still I found no rest. The reverie commanded its rendering. The reverie device now stands completed. I've placed the first of my maps within its receptacle. I've taken my maiden voyage into nightmare. I know now that which sent me this precious gift. It knows me, expects my return. It would be foolish to disappoint. Malachi.
So Malachi made the map device. That's what this is. It's a map device. I thought it was Delilah. I always thought it was Delilah that made the map device. Okay. I mean, I could be wrong. Pop over here at the bottle front real quick. Oh, well, that'd be useless. Okay. Okay, I'm sure we got stuff over here we need.
Talamoana,
Adding.
You're right.
The Undying.
Stay out of the shadows. They bite. Bring me back something nice, huh?
No more advice than that.
Need some help.
The Gemling Queen? She's impossible. How did she survive? Why is she not one of the Undying? No, these questions can wait. There's a more pressing one. Is she safe from the Ebony Legion? You've been busy. With the spool back where it belongs, the ribbons should be able to keep the Ebony Legion at bay. We've both seen what they can do to a man. Whether you were saving your own skin or thinking of others, it matters little to me. You succeeded where I did not. You have stood in the presence of the Gemling Queen. I can only hope to meet her in my nightmares. Piety's a genius, sculpting mere human clay into divine gemlings. At least, that's what she told me when she opened me up and buried a virtue gem in my entrails. Malachi did the same in the name of the Emperor centuries ago. Chittis's gemlings still rule San. We call them the Undying now.
Wow, okay.
Now you must leave me.
That's everything.
Greetings.
Oh, she wants to talk about the Undying.
Citizens of the San that was. The Undying have been around for hundreds of years. Left to their own devices, they'll likely survive for hundreds more. Still, they're not immune to mortality's touch. They can be killed, with some difficulty. Beware.
For sure.
There you going.
Okay. Well, now we can head back. Now we gotta go to the docks. The docks. The docks. The docks. The bridge is blocked. And the way... This way is impassable due to the undying blood. The bridge across is blocked by a thaumaturgical barrier. So to the docks is all we have left. Yeah, this act is gonna be like maybe two days worth of work for us. Yeah, definitely gonna be about 2 days worth of work. Because we're just about halfway through. And and we have maybe like, we'll probably be streaming for another hour and a half. Act 3 tends to be the longest because of the fact that it was originally the last act of the game before all other acts came. La da 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 da. La da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Acidic sulfite. Well, we found that. And we leveled. How about that? Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Whole area. Okay. We'll run through the Val area. These are like side areas or even more sidey quests than side quests. If that's even possible. That's what I'm gonna call them though. Val areas are side quests that are more side quests than side quests. i.e. they give you experience and some nice loot. But they're definitely not something you have to do. Journal. There is no escape for me. Should our queen and her thaumaturge succeed, there will be no escape for anyone. I don't need that. Another monkey.
The Monkey King names you slave. No. You are the gems of Rayclast, not the treacherous stones you dig and die for. It is time to bend the Monkey King's ear. Tell him your true name.
So a rebellion's happening. Is really what's going on there. Oh look, we found somebody. Should we talk to him? Or should we finish? We'll finish and then we'll talk to him. Ooh, nice. Another Quicksilver Flask. That's above level 15. For some reason, the last time I said that, I made it sound like it was an age. It's like, yeah, that makes no sense. Okay, so we're just gonna head straight back over here to this guy who wants to talk to us. Belgraves. Captain Fairgraves.
Now there's a familiar face. Before you say anything, yes, I did try to kill you. Inexcusable. I allowed pragmatism to overcome honor in a moment of desperation. Please accept my deepest apologies. And what do you say? Can the two of us make a fresh start? Marvelous! Now, as you've clearly noticed, the Allflame has given me another respite from oblivion. Alas, it's a partial success only. I am neither man nor spirit, living nor dead. A state that comes with some rather frustrating restrictions. I know we've only just been reacquainted, but to put no finer point on it, I need your help. Interested, are we? Oh, splendid! In return, I have a gift or two that I may bestow upon you with a click of my translucent fingers. All you need do is furnish me with a crystal decanter and a juicy piece of fruit. Two humble items that remain agonizingly out of reach for a man in my peculiar situation. Will you look at that? The decanter spiritus. As exquisite today as when I found it all those years ago. You may fault the man, but you can't fault his craftsmanship. I'm sure you've heard of Malachi by now. Ever the heterodox, he sought otherworldly inspiration by imbibing a substance called ghost wine. For the purpose, he created the decanter spiritus. I found it on my last visit here. Liquid placed in this crystal decanter becomes quasi-apparitional in nature. I'm sure you can glean the decanter's usefulness to me. Conventional liquids simply don't hit the spot. I am one sorely parched revenant. I hid the decanter spiritus in the marketplace so as not to cause temptation for the less morally steadfast in my crew. Look to the carven heraldry there and find a lion dancing upon the waves. Emperor Chittus was stabbed in the posterior by his own Lord Mayor on the eve of the Purity Rebellion. Chittus's grieving gemlings buried him in the Imperial Gardens, and a plum tree was planted upon his resting place, so that his mourners might taste of his glory for years to come. I found that tree, and one of my men tasted its fruit. I've never seen so much agony crammed into such a brief moment. This may seem a peculiar request, but please bring me one of Chittus's plums. This current form comes with rather frustrating restrictions. It's a small improvement on my last incarnation, but I'm a man who used to poke his sticky beak into the furthest corners of the world. Now I can barely cross the road. It was no mean feat getting here from Siren's Cove, I can tell you. So here's the truth of it. I intend to sup upon mine own death. Oh, fear not. The All-Flame will resurrect me, and with luck, will restore my full freedom. But for that to happen, I must die. And in such a manner as to excite the All-Flame to utmost ferocity. I am convinced that only the fruit of Chittus can provide a demise of sufficient tragedy. Life is full of painful choices, is it not? I visited Sarn some 30-odd years ago. Those ghasts, the Undying, you call them, scurried up from the sewers near the river and slaughtered all but a few of my most stalwart lads. Oh, they're a foul parody of humanity, those Undying. Nothing in common with a fine, upstanding revenant like myself.
Upstanding revenant? Ah! We had to kill you the last time. And now you actually want us to kill you. Oh god. Oh, wait. We were supposed to go to the town first. Town first.
Talamoana, Exile.
Come over here.
Welcome.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, nothing. Okay, now to the temple to talk to Delilah.
You have thaumatic sulfite? You are a resourceful unbug now, aren't you? Give it to me. I was all eyes and ears when Malachi worked. I know exactly what to do. A dash of arcanity, a pinch of insanity, a whisper of profanity, and the infernal talc is now ready. It's the most explosive of powders. A sprinkle, the gentlest of dustings of infernal talc, will provoke gems to a molten rage. For the Undying, the very sun will rise within their flesh. They will burn for their sins, not a cockroach. They will burn. Goodbye, not a cockroach.
Still breathing, eh?
Talamoana, Exile.
Yes?
Can I help you?
Talamoana, Exile. You found a way to the other side? Good, but stand no closer, please. Sewer with a tinge of roasted undeath? It's a powerful fragrance. Be sure to stand downwind of Gravicius' tent when you reach the barracks. You wouldn't want to lose the element of surprise.
She's telling me I stink. Lovely.
Still breathing, eh?
Outstanding. She's telling me that we stink. She's telling us we stink, huh?
Hello.
She's telling us we stink. We a stinker stink. Okay. Again, we clear this entire area. But so we start going by downwards over here. That's so funny. I forgot she tells us that we stink. I actually find that kind of funny. Oh, I forgot about that. We're gonna have to take another break here in a minute. The monkey.
The Gem Gentile are an infestation. They are the Monkey King's fleas that drink of your lifeblood. Crush them in your work-forged hands.
We shall crush them.
The Gem Gentile are an
Now remember, we're gonna clear this area and then I think we'll go to the Imperial Gardens. Well, we'll kill Grievous too, because I'm pretty sure he's here. But then we'll go to the Imperial Gardens after we do all the talking. Eventually you'll die. I can't believe I had a problem with that. That's the Imperial Gardens to the west, east of us? East of us. We're headed north. Oh, we just headed north on this map. Well, it's more like we're headed west in reality because of where we're going. Yeah, we leveled, we leveled, we leveled, we leveled, na 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 na. You can't hurt us, na 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 na. Okay. Let's not be overconfident now, dude. Not like they can't hit us. La da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. They line up like they're in an army too. I love that so much. But at the same time, it's just like, you know you're gonna die, so just die. So we we got you. So now we're headed here. We're gonna pick up this node, then go here. Go doink, doink, doink. Boink. Doink, 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 doink. Doink, doink, doink. Pretty sure that's not Grievous. Oh, it is.
Your soul was lost long ago.
No, it wasn't. They think it was. Get out of there. Seriously? Please just die.
I fought for fight for exile.
Not you. That's all I can say.
Dying in battle. The only honorable thing you've ever done, Gravicius.
I'm not sure you should be talking. You cheated in your duel, which is basically the reason you're a criminal. So I'm not sure you should be talking, little duelist, about honor. I really don't. I feel that's just being hypocritical. I really do feel like that's just being a little bit hypocritical. Okay, so now that we finished this area, and killed Grievous, and back all the way down here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna head over to the gardens next. But I want to hand in the mission and actually remember to sell stuff. Okay. Things off. Not like that. This. Okay, we're selling all of this.
Watch yourself. Be careful.
Okay, so now we talk to everyone. Start with this guy over here.
Despite everything else you've done, to let piety live is to threaten the existence of every living thing on this continent. Look to the west of Gravicius's camp. You'll find piety in the Lunaris temple, cowering behind her desecrations.
Okay, what about the temple?
The Eternals revered sun and moon as the two eyes of their god. The right eye judging Solaris, the left eye merciful Lunaris. I can't imagine that god being overly merciful when she finds out what piety's been doing in her temple. Tread carefully.
Yep, probably.
Hello. Gravicius dined with us once. This was before my father's gambling debts caught up with him. I dined with him again in Theopolis prison the night before my exile. He wasn't so polite that time. Thank you. That's one memory I can now put to rest. Watch yourself.
Hello. Fate will find you.
You've done for Gravicius. If only I could get word to that lad I smuggled away from the general's wife at the time. The good widow would need a sympathetic shoulder to cry on. Bring me back something.
You are the true spirit of the Makoru, the shark. Not the cowardly beast that sinks its teeth into the lonely swimmer. You strike the Waikoama, the canoe, spilling a feast of men into the water. Hunters turned hunted, that you dine on at your pleasure. Have this, Makoru. There's still prey out there. An overreaching witch floundering out of her depth. Happy hunting, Makoru. Goodbye.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes?
Hello.
Okay. Let's go to Solaris' temple really quickly. See if Lady Delilah has anything to
What?
what she does.
The Gravicius cockroach is no more. Another emperor crushed underfoot. That's what happens to emperors. What always happens. They never learn. You may go.
Yep. Don't go. They never learn, huh? Okay, and there's no point in going to... I mean, technically we haven't gone to the garden, but he might have some...
Greetings!
Nope. Okay, so to the gardens. And then we'll go to the Lunaris temple. Okay, to the gardens. I think it's over here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. La da 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 da. Okay. Well, let me jump that in any form, which kind of disappoints and irritates me a little bit. This one's gonna be kind of difficult to go through, but we'll try. We'll definitely get through it all, but this map is not my favorite. It's hard to get through. It's just as bad as the alleyways, basically. Actually, I don't know. One could be worse. I picked up my first divination card. Oh, that's telling me. The door is locked.
A soldier in black's journey is cut short at the foot of the tower. The flesh rots, but the bone grows yet.
So that's what that meant. Interesting. The Conqueror Worm? What a name. Citrus's plum. Just don't eat it. All you were told to do was carry it back. So no eating it. At all. Take that up. Alright.
A leader cannot simply stride forward into the future and expect his people to be able to follow. A leader must look over his shoulder so that he can witness and understand the consequences of the path he has chosen, to ensure that his people are still with him, to ensure that he has not become lost.
That's true. Alrighty. Wait, we didn't clear that side, huh? It's just because I didn't go that way? This'll, huh? like it's a library. You know what? I bet a lot of the scripts that we gotta get are probably in there. Alright, so gonna decide, do we go in there or do we wait? We can go in there. And then we can find the thing, and then we can go and talk to everyone. The thing. The waypoint. The waypoint. There's a book there already. Audio. Oh, come on. Seriously? Volume 2, The Blackest Monkey. The Monkey King was enjoying an afternoon amble along with the riverbank when, upon looking over his shoulder... Okay. Volume 2, The Blackest Monkey. The Monkey King was enjoying an afternoon with amble along with the riverbank when, looking upon over his shoulder, hairy shoulder, he noticed the blackest monkey he'd ever seen, ambling along behind him. "Why do you follow me?" the Monkey King demanded to the blackest monkey, for he did not appreciate uninvited followings, especially on his riverbank outings. "So that I might go where you go. So I might go where you go. Be where you be, my king," answered the blackest monkey. "And what if I do not want you to go where I go, be where I be?" clamored the irritated Monkey King, with a spite and gibber. "Wanting and having are not the same, king," answered the blackest monkey in a voice smooth as a banana juice. "I am the Monkey King. I do as I wish," cried the now furious Monkey King, with much shrieking and frothing. "Wishing and doing are not the same, my king," answered the blackest monkey in a voice as silken as butterfly wings. Too wild to even spit or gibber, to shriek or to froth, the Monkey King took to his heels and ran along the river bank. He raced faster than water, faster than wind, faster than thought, for he was the Monkey King, and all know that the Monkey King has the fleetest feet in the land. He ran to the end of the river, and then to the end of the mountain, then to the end of the clouds, and then to the end of the world. And who should be there, waiting at his king's feet at the end of the world, but the blackest monkey the king had ever seen. "Why do you follow me?" the Monkey King begged of him. "Have you ever been to the end of the world before, my king?" asked the blackest monkey. "No, I have not," realized the Monkey King. "There is my reason. You go where you go, be where you be, my king," concluded the blackest monkey in a voice as warm and welcoming. Victario of Song. Holy knife! Okay. Wonder what happened to Volume 1. We're gonna see Volume 1? Or was all those monkey paintings Volume 1? That was close.
Money!
Nice. Outward. You. volume are you? You are the Purity Chronicles. Book 6, The Rapture Device. Vol commanded Malachi to the crematorium for living conflagrations, but it seems that Malachi promises have saved him from the prior. An end to thaumaturgy, he claims, a fancy that our emperor willing to humor. For over a year now, Malachi has been consigned to the Solarist. Well, that explains why the Gimling is there. Forging a mechanism that will purge Ray-class of its otherworldly vices. Today, the first hero of internal 1336 IC, Malachi and his Gimling Queen gripped each one corner of the silken mantle and unveiled his rapture device. Like a pit of copper snakes, it writhes before the eyes. Whether it is a miracle or a monstrosity, none but Malachi can say. Yet tomorrow Vol shall lead the Hellgate Legion home. Bane Malachi, Lady Delilah, and this bewildering apparition north from whence the first gems came, from whence the nightmare of Chittis Thermaturgy was born. It is in Highgate, that our Emperor Vol will finish what he started. He will burn Chittis Empire from history and raise up a fresh and pure theocracy from the ashes of arrogance and corruption. God be with you, all of service, and with us all. Giradavi, Chronicler of the Empire. Okay. God, there's just so much. The fact that they don't have it read is actually kind of annoying, but at the same time it makes sense since it is a library. Makes sense. At least I don't have to do it like 100 times over. Okay, like I said, we're gonna go here and then really quickly see if we have anything anybody wants to tell me.
Need some help.
Mind over meat.
Yeah, we gotta go back to the docks yet too, but I just want to make sure there's nothing anybody wants to tell.
What?
Especially since we just found those books.
Look at the sheen on that plum. Is it not the most delectable fruit that you've ever seen? No? Perhaps the gloss of hope is for my eyes only. Wondrous! Nothing bonds two souls more soundly than murder. For that reason alone, I knew you could be relied upon. Now, for a little amateur vintnering. A quick squeeze of the plum, like so, into the decanter. Oh my! Look how it transmutes the juice so swiftly, from material to spectral. Effortless. And what an aroma. Imminent death never smelled so sweet. I believe I shall call this fine concoction the Imperial Nightcap. Now, before I get too carried away, there's the small matter of your recompense. A toast to swift endings and promising new beginnings. Oh, and you might want to avert your gaze once I have quaffed this diabolical brew. I doubt that my return to solidarity will be a pretty one. Right. As I used to say in the love dens of Trathus, bottoms up, girls! Oh my. Now that's an unusual sensation. Oh dear. Something is amiss. The Allflame. It's... No. No. It's gone out. What am I... What are you? No. You cannot be. I will not...
Okay, I made him disappear, it looks like. Okay, so we head back to the library. Mostly because I just want to see what's there.
Please, do not be alarmed. I am neither monster nor murderer, though that is the duality of existence that defines San these days. My name is Yosafuanga, and I have the bleak honor of being the sole scholar to the Imperious Intellection, this grand repository of knowledge you see about you. May reason preserve us. In more mundane circumstances, it would be preposterous to ask this of you, an utter stranger, but given that I don't know in which century I might see another pair of flesh and bone hands, there's a door, you see, concealed behind the shelves. It leads into the archives. That's where Isius Perandus concealed his golden pages. Can you see how maddening that would be for me? No, of course you can't. Ridiculous of me to... Suffice to say that they are beyond my reach. 4 Varlish texts they are, of priceless historical insight. Please, find my friend's golden pages and bring them to me. You will be rewarded. I vow it before the ancestors.
All right.
It is the Karwi way to observe nature in nature. The fish without the sea is no longer a fish. It is dinner. The Eternals did not see it that way. An Eternal catches the fish, guts the fish, preserves the fish, and places it in a box. Only then does the Eternal feel he truly understands the fish.
Okay.
It was a Karwi Motiata that discarded my failing body of flesh in favor of canvas and oil. An ancient song and a momentary lapse in judgment that I've had more than enough time to regret.
Oh, okay.
Dalamwana, friend.
Anything about this ghost? Anything? Or anyone that's gonna be talking about this ghost?
Yes.
How you doing?
That's the ghost.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, we don't need to go back to the docks to find that out. Let's go here real quick and find out if Piety has anything to say about the ghost. I mean, Lady Delilah, not Piety. I have to kill her. I have no idea. Alright, so we must continue. Dark Tome. Okay. My counsel. The sky turns black as ink. You must gather at once, for I fear the end draws close. I have uncovered a tome that illustrates certain forbidden techniques used to prolong life far beyond ordinary means. Shall fracture our very souls and keep safe the peace of one another, very being. With this, none of us may perish unless all of us perish at once. It is not without a cost, for life granted requires life be paid, but it need not be any of ours. Bring your most loyal and healthy retainers, and bid the rest farewell, for we shall not see them again. Make haste, and do not speak of where you are going. Immortality is within our grasp, but there are countless who would risk death, who would kill for a chance at eternal life. Inya. That. Okay, not it. Get back here!
Dark runes skitter across the pages of the tome, concealing the Whisperer's.
Okay, yeah. Concealing the Whisperer's allies. Okay. Alright, I mean, what can I say to that? We gotta finish clearing this room before we go into the, what did he call it? Archives? I'm gonna have to drink some water real quick. Hold on, guys. Before I read this next one. Yep, we're reading. We're reading at the moment. And unfortunately, I think this is gonna be our last mission that we do today. Book 6, Imperialis Conceptus. Carcas Verosis descended from the mountains and left his 80,000 tribesmen and women through the... led his tribeswomen men and women through the doomlands of Azalaval. There he planted his banner upon Aziri's grave, and with these words founded our great and eternal empire. The Val closed their eyes to the flesh and stone, so blood and bronze. Flesh and stone to blood and bronze. We are not Val. We are Aziri. Oh my god. For now and forever, our eyes are open. Verso built his capital upon the bones of Azalaval, and baptized it. From there, Verso formed its first legions and proceeded to conquer the lands beneath the mantle, clearing it of the mindless constructs and fierce abominations left in the wake of the fall. True to his words, Verso ensured that his people lived with eyes open. The ancient Valish centers of learning and power were sealed and quarantined. Thaumaturgy was outlawed, and those who stained themselves with Valish folly were burned for their sin. The tears of the Magi, too dangerous to be destroyed, were gathered up, taken to Highgate, and buried within the bowels of the mountain. The caverns were sealed and forgotten. A supreme effort to erase the past, a primitive reaction born of primitive times. The opinion of this humble historian. Christian Blackest Prime. Okay. What are you doing?
Money!
Thanks. Is that the last one in this lane? Yay, it is. Okay. Now we head to the archives, which is over here. For some reason I expected that skeleton to come out. I don't know. I don't know why I'm dropping frames all of a sudden though. Can we read it? The Val were even more steeped in gym culture than our emperors and his gymlings. It's an obsession as old as civilization itself. Icarus Brandis. Okay, we continue. Dosha, your slavery will cause them to overlook you. Your Katawi way will guide you. Your humanity will shame us all. Icarus Parandus. A communion, but with what? By all accounts, it wasn't God that the Val were trying to reach. Icarus Parandus. Oh, if it wasn't the Val they were trying to reach, then I wonder what they were trying to reach. Kind of spooky. Let's see. A walking nightmare? Madness of the mind. Or madness of the flesh. This. Yeah, but we're not done with the map. And I want to make sure we don't miss any more. Okay. Oh. Alright, we can go back now. To the library!
By the ancestors, it's good to see fresh words in front of me. Now, my translation skills are not what Isius were. I can achieve a meager paraphrase at best. But a little knowledge is better than none, is it not? Let us begin. This tapestry of truth is a threadbare cloth indeed, but at least you have allowed me to begin the first few stitches in its restoration, and to settle the memory of a dear friend. In return, allow me to give you this, a little practical wisdom to improve your lot. My word. Valish contextualized syntax is a slippery eel indeed. Let me see if I can grab it by the gills. They carried their virtue gems to Doriani's bed. No, that's not quite right. Ah, yes. Doriani's cradle. The historian finishes that it was a price they needed to pay to ensure a Valish future. A cradle of virtue gems? What sort of Valish future did Doriani hope to ensure? Splendid. Let's see what this page has to offer us. It talks of Queen Atsiri. Now, here's a portentous line. She drenches her altars with the blood of those deranged enough to question her vision. The next piece is a real eye-crosser, but I believe it refers to a communion. Something to do with the harvest moon? Again, Doriani seems at the heart of it. Good. This line I can read without issue. This will be our final night of fear, our final night of suffering. Sacrifice, communion, the harvest moon. An unsettling combination. Oh my. This first line is frighteningly clear. Our queen is dead. Doriani is dead. So many have fallen, so many have changed. The latter text is almost indecipherable. It practically hums with agitation. Let me see. I can make out the words sleep, nightmare, and the beast. Whatever that may be. Our historian finishes with, "We have succeeded where our forebears did not. We have failed ourselves." I need not imagine the fall of the Val. I saw the nightmare with my own eyes.
Okay guys, before we continue, I'm gonna get this gal or guy traded with really quickly. What is it? It is my ramble carpet. Well, okay. Okay, so okay. Yeah, we're gonna trade with this person. Yeah. let's finish what we need to do for the library. Listen to the 4th page.
It's so good to have someone to talk to. Strange. I was put in charge of dating the most antiquated of texts. This parchment, it's a remarkable copy, but it's no original. Much younger. Oh my. Listen to this. My dearest Isius, I have been enlightened beyond expectation. Your work in translating these artifacts is worthy of the highest recompense, and thus I am delighted to offer you a position in my personal laboratory. Please do not give your escorts any consternation. I would be most pained to see such a precious asset damaged in any way. I very much look forward to working with you. Isius Perandus, your friend and admirer, Malachi. Poor, poor Isius. Wherever you went, my pity goes with you.
Isius. Isius. Oh. Hey, Scruffman92, how are you doing?
I suppose every civilization has its Doriani, its Malachi, men of divine talent and demented ambition. Without them, history would be a far less interesting place.
I'm doing well. I am doing well.
How Malachi survived the Purity Rebellion, I don't know. He was at Emperor Vol's side before Chich's corpse was even cold. I suppose Vol found him as difficult to refuse as Isius did.
What are you up to? You played this game before?
Malachi would never have risen so far without the patronage of an emperor like Chichis. It would appear that Doriani and Queen Atsiri shared a similar relationship. It was said of the beautiful Atsiri that she wished to see her likeness reflected in the still waters of history. Chitis was no less self-impressed. Of all the sins, vanity is the most hideous.
Nice. Yeah, I did arc build. I'm trying to get it to level 95 at the moment. It's level 92 right now, but this is my stream character, Moon has claws, and it's a double strike character. Cataclysm.
Sun fell in the course of an hour, no more. A tempest raged down from the mountains and engulfed the city, throwing it into midday darkness. I saw madness in my colleagues' eyes, watched as the most rational men in the Empire jabbered and slavered and slaughtered each other. I witnessed Trinian, our gemling intellectus prime, engulfed by the radiance of his flaming cranial gem, and wither like a grape in the sun into a thing of desiccation and famishment. I've seen mountains spew fire in Ngamakanui. I've seen waves as tall as trees and winds that leveled warriors and walls alike. Nature is what nature is. There was nothing natural about the cataclysm.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, it can be frustrating though. It's hard to figure out how to get it, what needs to go where, and what you need to make sure you can get through gear and gems and whatnot as well.
What do you want?
What's going on?
Oh yeah, I'll show you a couple of builds in Path of Building real quick, that I have done personally myself, if you would like, after we finish going through. 'Through. 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 '
What?
I am not a cockroach. That's what. I want to check. Fine. Such D&D. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Can't remember which characters. Since we're technically done for the day, we can use this half hour-ish to look at some builds if we would like.